Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is James Barledge. This is Going Hard in the Paint, and today we're gonna turn that into something. So stick around, stay tuned, roll it. Hey, thanks for watching my awesome intro video. Like I said, I'm James Barledge, the patron saint of Ross County. And we're going to do a nice little painting for you today up here. Already got my paints laid out, my medium mixed up here. So what we got is titanium white, Prussian blue, ivory black, burnt umber, sap green, cad yellow, yellow ochre, India yellow, and naphthol red. So that's what we're using to do this. By tapping on there, I see I still got some BB Earl in my brush, so I'm gonna wipe that off real quick. If you don't get that out of there, it's gonna be a muddy mess up here. So wipe out some of that medium. I'm gonna start right here in the yellow. Blend that out, blend the cad out into where I put that India yellow, that yellow ochre. I didn't even touch the yellow ochre, it was just Indian yellow. Blend that out. Now we're gonna go into the red. But once you go into the red, you don't wanna come back down into the yellow. You just wanna go straight like that into the red, into the red. Now this is the pro tip right here. Into the red, into the yellow like that. After you blend that, you want to do around in the red like this, because you'll get rid of that yellow that's in your brush. You'll pick up that red, and then you'll be ready to go into the blue and not get a green sky. I want this to be a big old strong mountain. Main thing with these mountains is you do not want them to be symmetrical whatsoever. You want to kill symmetry when it comes to mountains. Man, that's a big old strong mountain, ain't it? Down here at the bottom, I got that lighter color. It doesn't really matter. I almost need a new palette knife because for some reason the top of my blade does not want to disperse paint to my liking. Okay. I'm going to pull that white out. I'm going to take a little red because your sky is red and all that. We're going to redden up, just warm up our white a little bit. Put some red in there. I'll put a little extra for the sake of the camera so you can see the difference. Boom, we're going to leave that nice and marbly like that. I like starting with my highlight color, and I like starting the furthest away from the peak and working to the peak. That's just how I like to do it. You can do it however you want. So, oh yeah. Paint grab's nice. Now over here we're going to have some pine trees and stuff, so we don't have to go too far. not too far over. And just go in little strokes like that, pulling in the direction that your mountain goes. Just light. Light as can be now. You want to see if you have a light touch, do a mountain. But I'll tell you, my wife, my 8-year-old daughter, I brought them down here. I have another easel, and I've set them up with a painting area, and we've just went to town on some mountains and stuff, and you would not believe what they created. Never painting in oils before. It was just absolutely amazing. I'm gonna take another filbert. It's an old filbert. Look at the differences in those filberts. That's a brand new one. That's one I've used for forever. So I'm gonna take my forever filbert here, and I'm gonna take some yellow, some white. It's okay, some of that blue sneaks in there. And I think my lightest color, maybe the light's sneaking in, you know, right here. So we're gonna lay some of this down, right like that. Like maybe some of that is still sneaking through. We're just gonna lay this paint down like that. Boom. 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 Just get our little lay of the land right there. This don't have to be perfect. Lay that out. Now, we're gonna take some more of that yellow, some green, some yellow ochre, some Indian yellow, more of that green, and maybe a touch of brown to brown it down. We're going to take and make this darker underneath. And it looks like I have done it now, doesn't it? I mean, we could take that bottom piece and put it in the Museum of Modern Art. Call it done. Just cut the canvas off there. Okay. I'm going to take a really old fan brush that I have. I mean, that sucker has seen better days. Let's see a new one here. These are new ones. That's brand new. That's slightly used. And this bad boy, you could use, I mean, if all you have is a newer one, that's fine, but the older ones just work better for this. And you want to start up here at the light where you got that thickest paint, and just tap that brush. Give it some texture and some color. Tap the brush, and you can go up a little. Not too much now. You don't want too much detail back there. Okay? And then we can start going into the darker. Tapping and going up like that. If you have any canvas holes, you can just tap them in, you know. Now, I'm going to put my palette down and wipe my knife off. We're done with that. I'm going to get me a paper towel and put it in my hand. And just keep wiping this off in between colors. Go like this and go down. One color, boom. Next color. Fade that up a little. And we're just going to start on our evergreens. Right like that. Boom, boom, boom. And down here, they're pretty much going to come together. I don't know how far down I want them to come yet. Maybe right there. Okay. We're just doing just the basic little sketch there of the tree. Maybe, yeah, maybe that one has, maybe that one's been down on its luck. It's down and out, you know? We can accent those. See how we're bringing that out? Maybe I'll take a big glob and kind of play with it down here. Darken it up a little bit. Grab and get that. And just, you know, I'm kind of rushing through this. You can take as much time as you want. Sit there, go back, rewatch it. Maybe a little yellow ochre into that. Down here at the bottom, because that was kind of yellow ochre-y. Back into my yellow. And then, you know, this is kind of behind that tree. So, and these aren't, these pine trees are kind of impressionistic here. I like it. It's kind of what I'm going for today. And people use the knife to do this. You could use a flat brush or whatever, but this is just what works for me, you know. And that's what I set out to do. A lot of the traditional wet on wet techniques didn't work out real great for me, and I've adapted some styles of painting here that I like after, you know, watching some of my favorite artists on YouTube. And I've just picked out what works for me, what I like, how I like to paint. And that's what this is all about. You know, people get pretty caught up in, oh, I want to paint like this person, or I want to paint like this person. And I want to encourage you to paint like you. Paint like yourself. Do what works for you. And man, life will be awesome. It will absolutely be awesome if you just do what works for you. I'm back. I've got paint on my hands because that's how I roll. You know, we're doing this cabin here. That's what we're doing. I don't know what you're doing, but that's what I'm doing. So we've got all this. I'm just going to redefine my lines here because I see that I went outside of my line right here. And that's the awesome part about doing old cabins is old cabins don't have to be symmetrical. Even though we're going to do a pretty good job here of making this boy symmetrical. And I'm going to make a grayish, brownish, ochreish color. Actually, that looks pretty good. I'm going to make a little color stream there. Kind of. From like, yeah. And don't mix it real great. Because we're going to come over here and just add some, it's like some boards, you know. Maybe I'll pull just some white over here, make it lighter over here on this side, and grab some of that light color. And pull. You do this just like you do the mountains with a knife. It's just a real light touch all the way down. All the way down. All right, see how I'm doing that? And right here, I'm gonna have a door, so I'm not gonna go all the way down. So I have to work twice and scrape paint off again. And then we'll make it a little darker over here. Maybe put some dark in over here. Yeah, that looks good. Out. Maybe. I don't know, something like that. Now, we're taking our oil and going into our darkest color. Wipe that light off and go into that dark. It's like the green and black that we had mixed for the trees. And we're going to start with our littlest stuff like that, and we're going to work our way forward. See how you put that light on first and it kind of mixes with it out there. That's how you put some definition. Boom, boom, boom. And then just keep working your way forward, getting taller as you come out. And don't be afraid to load that brush up. So if you get little globs, you can just keep, see like that, you can just keep working them. You can make them look all right. One more out here like that. Bring that in. And over here, same thing. I'm gonna do a few big ones just to get that out. And then I'm gonna draw some little details in that cabin. Some little grasses, and then come out like that. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Just get bigger as you come out. Like that. And continue. Pro tip, I know I'm going to sign my name there. So I try to make the first layer of paint like this, kind of thicker back here. And then I really thin out the paint that I'm going to sign my name with. And some more details. If you see some more things, do it now. Like that, like that. Boom, 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 boom. And I like it. I think that about wraps it up. Put the old barlage out here. I don't like it being all bright so you can see it. I kind of like it to fade into the painting. That's how I like to do my name. But I also have a super long last name, so I guess not super long. At least it's not Wazowski or something like that. And sometimes you gotta go over it a few times. I do anyway. All right. Please like, share, subscribe. What do they say? Smash that button because I'm going to be releasing new videos all the time. This one just so happens to be a Going Hard in the Paint video. They're going to come out every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So like, subscribe, watch a paint along, baby. Let's do it. Going hard in the paint.